Hello, welcome to the next installment, I guess, of my informational videos for my channel. Today we will be talking about the Ford Ranger Raptor, the new Acura Integra, Dodge Charger EV. Can already tell you I'm going to hate that. Aston Martin DB12, and then the Hummer EV. So we'll start with the Ranger Raptor. Obviously, everyone knows the F-150 Raptor. Really sick truck. Honestly, it's probably my favorite truck that I could potentially buy right now. If I had a lot of money, that's the truck I would buy. But the Ranger Raptor is obviously going to be really cool too. The Ranger is kind of a more like compact truck, sorta. Really good off-road, obviously. Fords are awesome. Has a reinforced chassis, upgraded suspension, specialized off-road tires. It's a turbo diesel, which is surprising because the normal F-150 used to be a twin turbo V6, or it was originally a V8, then a twin turbo turbo, I don't even know, twin turbo, I don't fucking know. But then it was a V6. Then now it's back to a V8 if you get the R. You get the GT500 engine, the supercharged V8. I don't really know about the base, probably just a V6 still. But the Ranger Raptor delivers good torque and power. Obviously, it's a turbo diesel. Those are great low end, which is kind of what you want for off-roading. You're not really revving out when you're off-roading. Kind of low RPM, and diesels have a lot of torque low end. So that already is going to make it awesome. Looks really good too. Honestly, it's a great truck for sure. I haven't really seen many of them because they're still pretty new, I think. They might not even be sold here. I think they might be like a Europe thing only. But eventually they'll be brought over here, and I'm guessing they will sell awesome because people love Fords, people love Rangers, and I don't see why they wouldn't buy this. Maybe the only reason they wouldn't is because it's a diesel and they don't want to drive a diesel. But the new Integra. So everyone knows the old Integra. The old Integra is very iconic, obviously. It paved the way, like massive, like Japanese legend, obviously, in like the car community. It was like that, Civics, shit like that was like really cool back then. Super light, manual, inline four, loud as shit, driving past your house at 4 a.m., waking you up. But they're great cars, they drive great. And if you have the money to, you throw a turbo at them, or like at least the old ones. You throw a turbo at them, they'll make like 400 to the wheels, and you'll be beating Hellcats in a $2,000 shit box. But the new Integra kind of had a big name to live up to, obviously, because the old one was so great. It's not bad. Honestly, it's not bad. It has the same engine as the new Type R, and the new Type R is obviously, or the new-ish Type R, the new Type R, and then the old one. I think they're the same engine. But the new Type R is whatever generation it is. Both awesome cars. So the engine's obviously not a problem. Makes like 300 and something, I think. But it's still front-wheel drive. And that already kind of makes it pointless, because why would we have two of the exact same car when you could just go buy a Type R and it'll probably be better? I kind of was, in my opinion, even though the old one was front-wheel drive also, I was kind of hoping this would be all-wheel drive, because then it would kind of distinguish itself from the Civic Type R. But now there's two of the exact same car with the exact same engine. So what is the point of this car? It doesn't make any sense to me. And if I were to go buy one, I'd go buy the Civic, since it's like manual and everything. The new Integra is manual too, but the old Civic's manual definitely handles better, everything. So, still a cool car, but kind of pointless. Dodge Charger EV. I hate it already. I don't even need to talk about it, and I hate it. Everyone knows the Charger and Challenger. Very iconic car to literally the history of cars. There's not been a time where they didn't really exist. I think they started existing in like the 60s. They competed with like the old Mustangs and stuff. Super sick cars like the Dukes of Hazzard, obviously, stuff like that. And now Dodge threw in the towel and is making it electric. And obviously that's going to piss a lot of people off, because why? Literally why? I'd rather you stop making it than make it electric. That's why I have so much respect for Ford keeping the Mustang electric. Obviously there's the Mach-E, but you know, whatever. That's kind of its own thing. I don't really know why they use the Mustang name for that. It kind of makes no sense since now they have two Mustangs. But this thing sucks. Obviously, it's going to be fast, it's going to handle well, it's going to drive great, but it sucks simply because it does not have a V8 like it's supposed to. Yeah, we can move on. I really don't like that car. New Aston Martin DB12. So its last update was kind of in 2022, but obviously they're still making it. There's no real release date or announcement about it. But considering Aston Martin's history in producing luxurious, high-performance vehicles, it would obviously be awesome. It's going to be the successor to the DB11, which is awesome. DB12 were to be introduced, it would most likely incorporate advanced technology, great craftsmanship, obviously just like any other Aston Martin would. Aston Martins are gorgeous cars, as I'm sure everyone knows. The Vantage, which is like probably the most common one you see with like the tail light that's kind of like the little like light ray beam thing. Obviously gorgeous cars. I think a kid last year drove one to school one day. I think it might have been like, it was either like lime green or black, I don't remember. But that was a sick car, obviously. But Aston Martins are great, but they're kind of unknown, honestly. Most people would just go out and buy Lamborghinis and Ferraris and stuff. Aston Martins are awesome. Honestly, super underrated. Enthusiasts, obviously, who know how good this car is going to be are eagerly awaiting details about its engine, design, all that stuff. It's going to be Aston Martin's flagship, obviously. It's going to be really expensive, but it's going to be really nice. I see it being fantastic. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a manual trim for it too, and that would be fucking awesome. The Hummer EV. Now, as I'm sure you can tell, I hate electric cars, but this thing is pretty sick. Obviously the old Hummers, no one really likes the old Hummers because of how like literally stupid they are and how useless they are, because no one in California is needing to fight a war with their car. So those were kind of pointless. But this kind of like pretty much got rid of all the problems the old Hummers had, since they're gas guzzling, like literally just horrible, literally horrible, took up literally bigger than the lane, in the way, all that. But that's not an issue anymore, obviously, because now it's electric and it's really fast. They're still like big. I think people kind of buy Hummers because of like the presence of them, but this thing is still huge, obviously, and it's pretty scary if one's like tailgating you on the highway. I'd be pretty terrified. Boasting impressive off-road capabilities. Obviously, if it's electric, the power band's going to be awesome. It's just there all the time, so it'll climb well, all that. It'll be good low end, even though there's not really gears, but it'll be good low end because of that. Hummer EV obviously signaling a new bold era for the company, because who the hell would have thought a Hummer would be electric eventually? Honestly, people thought the company was dead, and now it's an electric EV pickup truck. That makes no sense, but it's a great car. They're pretty expensive, I think. They're probably like at least $100,000. But if you're gonna buy an electric car, though, buy this. Don't buy the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck sucks. Well, that's it for this week's episode. Hope you all enjoyed. This was longer than it should have been. I should have only picked 4. I only did 4 the other 2 weeks. I don't know what I was doing this week. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something useful. Thank you.